So in the next couple of years, Central Avenue here in Albuquerque could look a lot different and cause you a lot of headaches in the process. Right now, the city's thinking of adding 2 lanes just for buses on Central, particularly through downtown and Nob Hill. It's where it seems like traffic is always moving slow. You know what I'm talking about. And it's called a bus rapid transit system. It works like a light rail system and would keep the buses on the go, even allow them to change the traffic lights. The idea, this is working in Cleveland, Ohio here, and the city's hoping that this same thing could work right here in Albuquerque.
What you're doing, you're attracting riders and you're bringing them to the destinations in a very timely manner. The downtown, the medical complexes, the University of New Mexico.
However, not everyone is thrilled about this bus rapid transit system because it would cause Central to go down to 1 lane each way for cars or take away street parking. Right now, this is all just an idea. It would cost more than $100 million to make a reality and take at least a few years to finish. Speaking of traffic, things are looking pretty good for the Paseo I-25 project that you'll vote on in November. A poll from the Albuquerque Journal shows 63% of voters want the city to use a $50 million bond to get the project going. 24% of people don't like this idea. Another 13% haven't made up their mind just yet. The money would be used to help redo the interchange at Paseo del Norte and I-25. The whole project probably cost hundreds of millions of dollars and years to complete. Well, no to a new Walmart. That's what a new report says that Albuquerque's Environmental Planning Commission is supposed to get later today.
Yeah, it sounds like a big win for neighbors who don't want this supercenter to go up on the west side. Our News 13's David Romero is live at Coors and Montaña, where the Walmart wants to move in. And David, it looks like these neighbors are going to pack a public meeting about the store today.
Well, that's right, Elizabeth. This isn't the first time that the public will get their chance to voice opposition to the store being built here on the site behind me, but it may be the first time that the city is in their corner, and that's because the latest issue on the store being built at the site has traffic concerns. Now, a fairly recent city ordinance pertaining to big box stores says that the facility must have full access to a major 4-lane road. In this case, that would be Coors Boulevard. Now, according to a recent article in the Albuquerque Journal, Walmart developers say that their plan does provide for that access. Meanwhile, the city's environmental planning department is preparing a public hearing on that subject. Many residents in the area have also complained that the store will add to congestion and trash in the area, which is near the Bosque and close to the Bosque School. Again, that meeting will be today at the Albuquerque Convention Center at 1 o'clock, and this is being held by the Environmental Planning Commission. Elizabeth, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. The meeting, by the way, is again open to the public. We'll, of course, keep you posted on what ends up happening.
A repeat drunk driver is in jail in Santa Fe right now after investigators say he was driving drunk again, this time with his 4 kids in the car. Sheriff's deputies arrested Steve Sanchez Monday night after they say he was weaving in and out of traffic near Airport Road and Constellation Drive. Sanchez had already been arrested on DWI charges 4 times before, and this time deputies say he was, quote, highly intoxicated.
Ultimately, for this individual, no, the message has not been taken to heart. 5 DWIs, obviously he's not learning his lesson. Maybe some stiffer penalties or punishment should be come forth.
Thankfully, Sanchez's 4 kids are okay. They're now with their mother. He's in jail on a $25,000 bond.
Albuquerque police say more and more thieves are aware that they put out bait cars to help catch them. But recently, one suspect had an idea it might be going on. But apparently that didn't stop her from stealing a car. Watch this. Cops say surveillance cameras recently caught Tanisha Alexander stealing a bait car. At first, the situation seemed too easy for her. Then she begins to wonder.
Really, that's their whole goal, is to have criminals in their mind thinking that every car out there is a bait car, because it quite possibly be. We have so many different kinds of vehicles out there.
So police say thieves aren't normally talkative during a theft like Tanisha here was. They say the bait car program is proving to be successful in catching many crooks. A city-owned garbage truck that cost Las Vegas, New Mexico a whopping $250,000 is not going to be picking up trash this morning. It's broken. It's supposed to pick up the trash of 8,000 residents. Well, right now, it is just sitting at an Albuquerque repair shop, not getting fixed. Apparently, the city of Las Vegas is refusing to pay $3,000 needed for the repairs, and residents aren't happy.
How could they not pay $3,000 for a repair? You know, paying $250 for a dump truck, you know, that's crazy.
Officials say the city of Las Vegas is trying to get the company that built the truck to get it fixed under a warranty.
New for you this morning, in just a few hours, you'll have a new Salvation Army store to shop at in Northeast Albuquerque. It's on Central Avenue near Western Skies. It was dedicated yesterday. Now, besides a new store, the building has a warehouse that'll deliver to all the other Salvation Army stores in town.
With this space, we're going to be able to process more, get more into our stores, which will in turn make more profit to support the programs of the Salvation Army in Albuquerque.
The store officially opens at 9 this morning. Just like the others, it also takes donations.